What's up, welcome back, comic book fans. So I just got done watching James Gunn's Superman. So we're gonna go through all the things I liked, all the things I didn't like, and just do my final opinion of this film. So now looking at this film, I actually think it's really amazing. I loved. I will now say David Cornsweet as Superman is my favorite Superman so far. I didn't really like Henry Cavill that much, so I am so happy I finally got a Superman I can actually enjoy. And James Gunn knows how to do a comic book film. He is the master of comic book film. Because if you don't know, he did Guardians of the Galaxy, Peacemaker, Creature Commando. Does a bunch of comic book stuff, and I think he nailed it as well now with this Superman film. So I'm gonna get on full on all my spoiler-free stuff, and then I'll go through more spoiler stuff. So, in this film, we do meet some of the characters. We meet, of course, Superman, played by David Cornsweet, who, in the opening, they kind of skip the origin story, and we see Superman going to the Arctic to get healed because of a battle he just did. And the way he gets healed, the sun, the robot put in the chair, and the sun beamed on him to heal him. And we do meet Kryptonite, who is Superman's trusty companion. And basically, after that, Superman goes to stop Ultraman, who's in a suit controlled by Lex Luthor. Now, speaking of Lex Luthor, he was played by the brilliant Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult is really good in this role as Lex Luthor. I love every scene he was in. He actually did. He felt just like Lex Luthor in the comics. Comics, and they actually gave him the iconic bald look, and every time he's on screen, he's just really good at Lex Luthor. James Gunn is always good with his casting, and Nicholas Hoult was good as Lex Luthor. And of course, we do meet his Lex Luthor's girlfriend called Eve, who is this weird girl who likes to take pictures of record Superman. She is an annoying character, but we'll get to her eventually. But then we see Clark Kent go to Daily Planet, which we meet some of his friends, like Lois Lane, who is the love interest to Clark Kent / Superman, and we meet Jimmy Olsen, who is best friends with Clark Kent and Lois Lane. They were just talking about how Superman might be evil or not. We don't know. We just need to figure out why he's here. But we do also get a scene with Lex Luthor trying to manipulate the government to arresting Superman, which some of it does work, which does lead to some other countries going to war, which Superman does save. So, but then this annoying video comes out. This video recording of Superman's parents from Krypton saying, "Oh, Superman was here to destroy people. So now Metropolis people do not believe in Superman. They want him gone." So Superman has to try and to stop Luthor from brainwashing people. Now, I will say the acting in this film is really good. All the cast in this are phenomenal. Because this does feel like an actual comic book film, which I've seen a lot of people hate for it, and I don't get the hate. I just do not get it. And also, speaking of, I did love the score by John Murphy. The theme song for Superman was such a banger. Before this film even came out, I was listening to the theme over and over. It was such a good theme. Now, speaking of some of the stuff that comes in the film, we actually do get some cameos in this. We get John Cena as Peacemaker in an interview on the TV, and we do get Supergirl at the end of the film because of Supergirl coming out next year. I cannot wait for that. And basically, we see Lex Luthor finally capture Superman and put him in this other dimension cell with Mighty Morpho, who can transform his body into anything. So Lex Luthor forces him to Kryptonite because he has his son captured, and he just holds Superman there for a while. But eventually, Superman does get out, with my Mighty Morpho's help. And they do save my Morpho's kid. Mr. Terrific and Lois Lane help save Split Superman. The Justice Gang do kind of help sometimes, but they do help with the war with the two barriers. Now, I will say the action scenes in this film are amazing. I love the set designs of everything, like the Fortune Solitude, the look of Metropolis, some of the the big creature. I love that as well. Just basically, this film is I love Superman fans, and I just cannot. And it's a really good film. It's just and now speaking on some of the things that happen in this film, some of the other things that happen in this film. Lex Luthor does open the gate to make a giant crater in the Earth from the other world to here. So to Mr. Terrific, Lois Lane, and Justice Gang, and everyone has to try and stop it from destroying the world, which they do finally do by defeating Lex Luthor. And I'll just say some of the side plot I didn't like was Evie. I did like Jimmy Olsen's kind of side quest with Evie, who Evie is trying to tell the news that Lex Luthor did to betray everyone. I did like that, and now getting on some of the spoilers, we do find out that Ultraman is a clone of Superman, which shocked me. I thought it would be Henry Cavill because that's been the rumors, but nope, it's David Conrad playing the clone of Superman, and I love this thing going on with Krypton. That Krypton without Crypto, but he keeps trying to eat everything that's like moving. That just made me laugh. Basically, all the fight scenes in this movie were just amazing. James Gunn knows how to do good fight scenes, like with the Guardians films. And David Conrad is just nailing out Superman. All his speeches, all his stuff. And it's like in the scene where there's a scene where Lex Luthor has captured Crypto and put it in the cell. And so David Conrad's Superman does get mad at him by chucking the desk. But Lex Luthor is calm and just doesn't care. And and speaking of course, we have Clark Kent's family who lives on the farm. Then his parents in this film were just so nice and so. I just hope nothing happens to them throughout the old DCU. We don't really get the origin of Superman, but they do show like some footage at the end of Superman's origin story. Because James Gunn said he doesn't want another origin story like Super Spider-Man in the MCU. So that's kind of a good thing, because I don't really want to watch another origin story. But just basically, and like I said in the post, there is some at the end. We do see Supergirl come in to pick up Crypto, and she goes off to go because obviously her film comes out next year. Just basically, and there were two post-credit scenes. One of the post-credit scene is of Superman and Crypto just looking at the sun, looking at Earth from a moon, and it is a beautiful shot. I was thinking a lot of the shots in this film are so beautiful. James Gunn knows how to do really good cinematography. And of course, there's a second post-credit scene with with Superman and Mr. Terrific, just chatting and talking about a wall, and Mr. Terrific does get annoyed. Now, there were some things I didn't like about this film, but it's not really like much. I did think some of the Evie character was really annoying sometimes. I don't get why she was even in this. The film didn't really explain. I didn't like some of the. I didn't like the reveal of Ultraman, because we all knew it was going to be a clone. But I kind of wish it was like I forgot his name. If you know who I'm talking about, it's the other kind of Superman. Just basically, if you know who I'm talking about, like the grey version of Superman. I kind of wish it was him. But I'll just say this film was amazing, and if it ever does come out on DVD or Blu-ray, I will definitely pick it up. Now, when I say this is for people who love the Zack Snyder films or just want to get Superman, I would say if you don't like, if you want like a dark, gloomy Superman, go watch the Snyderverse. But if you want to like an actual comic accurate Superman, go watch this one. It is really comic accurate to the fans. But I just want to know what your guys' opinion on Superman is. If you want to tell me your negative and just what you thought about the entire film. And of course, if you want to see more reviews by me, please share where you make, like, and subscribe. And of course, I'll see you guys in the comic book video for something else. Hope you guys liked my review of Superman.